Pisces. This month begins with an ending that feels final, but strength, intuition, and a slow, grounded new beginning follow closely behind. Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to your February monthly general intuitive tarot reading. If you're new here, this is Universal Wisdom Tarot. If you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you never miss your spiritual guidance. This is about rebuilding patiently, intentionally, and in alignment with your soul. I know you're dying to hear more, so let's get into it. Hey there, Pisces. I have already asked for blessings for your reading, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into it. I am going to pull out all the cards first, and then we're going to connect to your energies, or to your messages. Let's get into it. All right, Pisces, let's check things out for you. You have some interesting cards here on the table. You start here, let's start from the left to the right. You have this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Two tens there. You have the Strength card, which is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. You have the Moon card, which interestingly enough is clarified by the Moon, the Strength card. So you have Moon and Strength twice on this table, and the Four of Pentacles. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, that's clarified by the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. This says Ace of Coins. Coins are pentacles in this deck, okay? And your overarching energy is the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Coins. So definitely some interesting energy here for you, Pisces. I feel like a lot of healing needs to happen, or that you need some time on your hands. You need to step back a little. You need to maybe pace yourself a bit. I feel like it's not a month for rushing around, okay? I feel like maybe you have been rushing and now you need to face the music for that, or that it's just all caught up with you. But I feel like your healing begins now in this month, or that it's time for you to realize you need to step back so that healing can begin. All right? I feel like this is a month where you need to put in a strategy for the self-care. You're definitely closing one chapter, gaining your strength back, and laying the groundwork for a new meaningful beginning somewhere here. I feel like, take it how it resonates in any area of your life. Everybody's situation is different. This is a reading for the collective. But I feel like this could be in your personal and your professional life for most of you. Now, the theme here, your Knight of Pentacles here, is definitely reminding you of like lasting success, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles takes really calculated steps. He takes things slow enough so that if he takes a step and then there's a debate about go left or right, he can take that time to do it. He doesn't just rush like this Knight of Swords over here, right? This Knight of Swords just jumps on the horse and flies. This guy over here is a bit more calculated and slow, okay? So he takes things sort of one step at a time, which allows us to set ourselves up for lasting success, okay? There could be, and that could be, again, it could be emotional success, professional success, spiritual success, whatever. Take it how it resonates. But it comes from your steady care. It comes from a little bit of patience. It comes from a little bit of facing the fear and committing to yourself, or a commitment to yourself, okay? So when you take care of yourself and you take care of the foundations, as you could say, then you can move forward one step at a time, right? If you take care of the foundation of a house, well, then you can build all the rest of it, right? Same thing. Then you can trust that what began on a solid foundation, that they can really be built to last, all right? So whatever you're doing here is time for you to regroup, to reset, to heal, so that you can go and face something new and have fresh energy and be able to say, yeah, I feel good about it and I can face things. Okay, that's what you're really doing here in the start of the month with this Ten of Swords, right? It's being clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Definitive ending. Why a definitive ending? You have two tens in that column there, right there, of cards, okay? In that set of cards. Two tens, definitive ending. So a sign of definitely facing something which could bring a little bit of exhaustion. Why? Because Ten of Swords is an exhaustion card, and so is this Ten of Swords, right? The two of them together there say, you've been going at it. You've been carrying a load. You now got to face the music a little bit. You face the music a little bit, then you can. That's like mental exhaustion for some of you. All right. You could be reaching the end of a very draining cycle for yourself. Okay. Some of you are letting go of a mindset or a situation that has run its course. Okay. And some of you are sort of like standing up and getting a little bit bitey, I want to say. Okay, because that's that Seven of Wands. That's when you get on, when you get on the top of your hill there, and you're like, you're defending everything, and you're defending all the reasons why you do stuff, and you're trying to like hold your ground a little bit, right? And you're just trying to get people to like, you see where you're coming from. Okay, so. Sometimes the Ten of Swords, sometimes you just have to face it. Face the fear, face the music. And there's one thing that's really good about fear, okay? And I'll tell you that the one thing I think is good about fear is that it pushes us toward taking some action that we really need to take, okay? So we need to stare it in the face. Sometimes we need to accept what is, then we can change, then we can move forward towards something that's a little bit different. So I would just say that for some of you, that could be that you realize you just can't keep up this pace, or that your own health is suffering, that you need to make a major change for the better. It definitely is like there's a heaviness with this card. There's a heaviness with that energy of the Ten of Swords. It's like that this figure's kind of curled up, and he's just taking those swords in the back there. It does feel a little bit heavy, but it's definitely a card of honesty, I want to tell you, okay? Because you say to yourself, let me take it, let me face it, then the worst can be put behind you. Okay, and You know, the Knight of Pentacles says you don't need to fix this, whatever this is. You don't need to fix this. You don't need to fix everything. Not that you don't need to fix this, but you don't need to fix everything. And you don't need to fix it right away or right now. You simply just sort of need to stop and you just kind of realize what are the things you can drop and not have to carry anymore. You're definitely going at breakneck speed, Knight of Swords. So no wonder you're exhausted. No wonder you're mentally exhausted, all right? Now, I'd love to see that your next set of cards is the Strength. And there is the Knight of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups there, which is all about finally strength arrives, courage arrives. Your strength is bolstered, okay? And you're now starting to feel a little bit more powerful again in this week, in that second week, Pisces, okay? A little bit of a quiet power, I would say, but it's like getting a shot in the arm, okay? And a shot in the arm of compassion is what I'm feeling for some of you, and that's toward yourself. Cutting yourself some slack is what some of you need to do, okay? I know it's hard because you've had a lot of disappointments in this 4 of Cups, okay? But you have to think of the long term. You have to think of your long-term health. You have to think of your long-term whatever. And you need to give yourself some loving care. That's that Knight of Cups there right at the top here, right? You need to give yourself some loving energy, you know, and to care for yourself, all right? It's a card of courage, the Strength card, right? There's a big lion on there. And that character is like standing right behind the lion. So there's no more fear anymore, that's for sure. Definitely a lot of courage, a lot of passion, a lot of desire. And that's all part of human feelings that are really what I want to say necessary for survival. Okay? You're not really I don't feel like you're forcing your healing here. I think you're just allowing it because, you know, the Strength card is sort of like an inner fortitude, which kind of comes out of us in the moments that we need it to, especially if we're in distress or if we're in danger, all right? So it shows that you have the ability to remain calm. You're going to remain strong, even if you're going through some immense struggle, my friends. And I know that some of you are, all right? Now, Strength is sort of shows that the courage comes out in a consistent way because of that Knight of Coins there, right? Saying it gets met, like, you know, like evenly distributed, if you will, okay? So it kind of comes out in consistency, and you're really choosing to nourish yourself. You're really choosing to love yourself and set boundaries and to just set for yourself some boundaries so that patience can restore itself every day for you. Some of you are fresh out of patience, okay? Now you get into the Moon. It's clarified by the Moon. It's clarified by the Strength card. And it's clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. And you know, now you are starting to look inward just a little bit, right? Because Moon is a card of when we have fear or doubt, right? Moon card's like, there's 2 animals on that card. Now, sometimes they're not a wolf or a dog, like in this instance. In the Rider-Waite, it's like there's, you know, there's like a lobster and there's a wolf, right? And that poor lobster, he needs to get all the way to the other side in the moonlight. Doesn't know how he's going to do it, right? Has a little bit of fear. Doesn't know how he's going to cross that great divide and to get there safely. So he's like, you know, he's reflecting and saying and hoping he's going to find the answers. And in a way, that's you, right? You're trying to cross that great divide or whatever for yourself, which is between the almost, you know, little to nil patience that you might have But I feel like you're definitely feeling like, between that and like just having some semblance of normalcy for yourself, okay? So I feel like just need to be aware of your situation, what's causing you the anxiety in your mind, or what's causing you to bust a gut when you are busting a gut. Okay, that's what you're going to go inward. You're going to say, what is my trigger? How can I deal with it the next time it triggers me? Okay, whether that's now or in the future, like how can you deal with this better? Okay, this could be why I'm feeling drained. Okay, for some of you out there. And definitely self-care is really, really important there, because you're being triggered a lot. Yeah, just a lot of exhaustion here. Definitely you need to let go of a lot of, maybe not memories, but some things, recent memories that you're carrying that are a little bit hard. It's like you should be remembering something or someone for the good and not for the negativity that you see right now. Okay, remembering that you need to release it and turn it into something constructive. Okay, so time to recalibrate a little bit, right? Moon asks you to listen closely to what your body and your emotions are trying to tell you. Okay, gotta let it go. That's your Four of Wands right there. You have the courage to do this, my friends. All right, now get into that Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Coins up there, clarified by the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and Three of Wands. And it's funny, when you get to the end of the month, you have this brand new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm happy to say that this is your green light, my friends. Big green light there. Big coin with a green symbol on it. This brings you a fresh start. You're sort of now able to start again, something rooted and ready to kind of like take on the new world again, knowing that you're powerful because you've given yourself some rest and some relaxation. If you need to go away to do that, please do so, because I think it's going to be worth its weight in gold for you. It means you come back as the Magician. You're ready to take things on again and to really have a fresh beginning, right? So Ace of Coins, the Page of Pentacles is also a symbol of a new start, right? It's something new there, waiting to begin, fresh start and new beginnings. Definitely, because you took the time earlier in the month, if you did, and I hope you do take the time. Now, you can receive something real, you can receive something that's sustainable, you can do something that's sustainable for yourself for the rest of 2026, because you don't want to burn out for the whole year, okay? And definitely, I would say start small, because that's that Knight of Pentacles again, saying one step at a time. Start it small, and definitely it will have long-term effects and long-term potential. Alrighty. I'm going to get you an oracle card from the Animal Spirit deck, card for Pisces. Okay, you have the Giraffe card. Lovely. And it says Visionary. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. That's a gorgeous way to end your reading, my friends. And I hope that there is something in it that resonates. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.